Hello, everyone. My name is Jomar Sharp. Yes, I am a regional director out of the Dallas Fort Worth area, and I am excited to be here with you guys just to share a little bit about kind of what I'm going to talk about. So, thank you guys for being here. I also want to give it back to Mr. Thomas, Senior Vice President, Mr. Thomas. You are an amazing being. Without word, I don't even have the right words to say how grateful and thankful I am for you and everything that you do, the time you invest in each and every one of us, because you do not have to do this. You choose to do this. So thank you very much. Mr. Debris Clemens, man, you must be AI. Like you've got to be artificial intelligence because I don't know how you do it. How do you find the time to do it? But you are just an amazing person. And thank you for continuously being there and getting all the recordings and following up and things like that. So and then also still running your own ACN business and all the other things you have going on. So, sir, thank you for everything you do. And all the leaders on the call, thank you for being here because without you guys being here, I'd be talking to myself. So anyways, let's get things started. So today, it is a special day. It is a very special day. I don't know if you guys realize, but today is November 11th. It is the 11th day of the 11th month of this year. So, what does that mean? I'll get on that in a second. But as Mr. Backbone and Posture himself, you know who I'm talking about, Mr. Sam Foster, he says, I won't be before you long. So I'm gonna going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. I won't be before you long. Shout out to Mr. Sam Foster. Love you, man. But if you followed my last training on September 30th, I shared with you how ultimately one action that I did led me to being recently promoted to regional director. Now, and this was all within just a few days of bringing home our beautiful daughter. So it's awesome that just one action can really change your business. So, and I just want to build upon that because it's interesting how things unfold, domino effect, butterfly effect, whatever you believe or think happens. Either way, an action creates a reaction. Simple as that. So if you haven't checked out my last training, September 30th, go back to go to the YouTube channel. So go to YouTube. You've got the app. Go to youtube.com. Either way, on your TV, whatever it is, go to Destiny International, search Destiny International, and you'll see years of recordings from all the leaders sharing all different perspectives and things like that. So the last one I did was on September 30th. So check that out because this is just building upon that. So November 11th. Some people really believe that it's a special day because it's almost like when you look at the clock and you see 11:11, right? I was just thinking, who was it? Regional Vice President Carrie Roeder, Miss Carrie Roeder. She actually mentioned that she saw 11:11 on the clock one day and so just throwing it out there, she even mentioned it. But some actually believe 11:11, it actually has a deeper meaning than just like, oh, that's cool numbers on the clock or anything like that. So, some people actually believe that your guardian angel is present, is trying to send you a message. Some believe that it means new beginnings and fresh starts. Some believe that it's a sign to say that you're indeed on the right track. Please continue forward. Some believe that it's a sign of good luck, like a lucky charm, right? Some actually believe that it's a sign of spiritual awakening. Now, I'm not going to go into deep things on all these things, but just wanted to show that like today is a very special day. I don't know if you felt it, but some people actually believe when you see 11:11, like on a clock, or like let's say today it's the 11:11, you're supposed to make a wish and believe that that wish is going to come true. Kind of like how you blow, the you blow out our candles on our birthday and make a wish. Same idea there, but it's a little deeper. You believe that that is going to come true. And then, some even believe that when they see 1111, it's a green light, and that they should take a chance on whatever that chance that they've been thinking about or something like that. So there's a bunch of different ways that people have interpreted 1111 and what it means. But whether you believe that there's a deep spiritual meaning for it, for 1111, or it's just kind of a quirky, cool thing that 11 shows up, 1111, 1111. It's all on you. But what I want to title my message today for you guys, if you're taking notes, I mean, if you're a leader, you're definitely taking notes. So I feel like I don't even have to say it. But if you're taking notes, what I titled today's message is Fresh Starts. Fresh Starts. So playing on the November 11th, kind of what some believe it means, fresh starts, because I believe it's a time, we go through, we're getting ready to hit the new year. Sometimes say new year, new me, right? I think I actually did a training earlier this year, said new year, new me, right? And made that joke. But just knowing that we're nearing the end of the year, but why wait till the end of the year or the beginning of next year to have a fresh start? Why not start today? If it is that November 11th has this meaning of a new beginning, fresh starts, starting something new, taking a chance, why not do it today? So that's what I would like the message I want to translate to you guys today. So I actually want to start with just a quick story. For all intents and purposes, the lady I'll be speaking about in this story, let's say her name is Kimberly. Kimberly is her name. But what I would like to share is not only how taking one action can spark an increase in your business, but furthermore, a simple follow-up could ignite that increase as well. So something some people call tap rooting, or using the phrase, who do you know? Who do you know? So actually, it was even just this week, I think that on Wednesday, Senior Vice President Platinum, Mr. Randy Hedge mentioned this, follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. So again, go back to his training. The last couple of trainings he's had, I think Wednesday before and this past Wednesday, phenomenal. So go back to Destiny International. Even and that's my last plug for Destiny International, by the way. So that's my last plug. But also even Mr. Senior Vice President, Mr. Thomas himself even mentioned this. The fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. So you guys, if the leaders are saying that, and they're at the top of this company as senior vice presidents and senior vice president of Platinum, don't you think that's something that we should be listening to, or at least taking heed of? So that's where we are. So I believe that taking an action can spark an increase in your business, but the following up can ignite. So in this quick story, I just want to share with you guys, her name is, as I said, Kimberly. So I met her through a referral. And it was the referral that I mentioned previously in my last training, but I received a phone call, and oddly enough, it was during the Elevate Baltimore. So it was sometime in the morning. I was getting ready to head to the event, and I get a phone call. I get a message about, hey, shared your information with someone. They're going to be giving you a call this morning to connect with you, ... So I take the phone call. Lo and behold, I was on the phone for an entire hour talking to Kimberly. And, she was really looking for services and trying to see what she can do with her electricity bill. And because she had, heard great feedback. And so I was just talking to her and explaining what I do. And it ended up being a 60-minute conversation, which, I mean, I just meeting someone for the first time on the phone call. I was trying to get to the event, but it ended up being something that 60 minutes was well worth it. And I might have missed some of the event in Baltimore, but I know that it was worth it because I'll share with you why. So we connect. I talk with her. I think in a few days later, I help her with her electricity services at her new place because she mentioned she was moving, and so helped her with getting that all connected. And um, but what it was just after that. I think it was maybe a couple of weeks after that. She sent me a message saying, "Hey, just want to let you know I have a lot going on. I know with the move, and I'm actually changing companies. I'm moving to a new company, and my boyfriend's business is going through some transitioning and this and that. And so I was like, okay, well, I know she's busy now, but so this is not the time to push anything or not push anything, but even to mention the business because I could tell that she was overloaded, overwhelmed. So what I did was I put a reminder in my phone to follow up with her in 3 months because I know that she's someone that would be phenomenal in this business and she's very well connected, at least at that. And so what I did was I put a reminder in my phone, gave her 3 months. So I usually like to do 3 or 6 months, kind of depending on how big things are going on. But in 3 months, I was just wanted to reach out. And so this fortune is in the follow up because I can tell you in the last week alone, sorry, not last week, the last month, from her alone, just from following up, that would have been in September, but just in this last month, in month of October, it led me to, she helped lead me to, you wait for it, wait for it. It's not a big number, but without following up, I would not have had these services to 15 points. 15 points just from one follow up. So I had an hour conversation, sacrifice not going into the Elevate event because, hey, action is more important than training. And so that's also one of the things I want to share. Action is more important than training. If you have, Mr. Thomas even tells me, it's okay if you miss a call because in the event that a customer calls you or IBO calls you, that's action. Take action, take care of the business that you need to take care of, and connect on the trainings later. So just always remember that. At least that's what Mr. Thomas has shared with me. Hey, if there's an action that's going to be happening, because there's only two things really we do in this business, I guess three arguably, but three things, Mr. Dean Turali points out, but it's getting customers, customer getters, and inviting to events, right? So if those are the actions that are happening, then let's do that. That's priority because that progresses your business. So, and then also the follow-up, right? And I'll give you a phrase that I use. I like to use for the follow-up. I've shared a few different phrases of what I like to do, some strategies, things that you can do. But the thing is, don't utilize the phrase of please. I hope that you're not using this phrase. Let's just put it that way. I am following up per our last conversation. Do not, please. It hurts me. It's yuck. Ugh. Imagine you receiving that message, right? How do you feel? So here's another example. I give these different phrases of what I use. So hopefully this is helpful. But in this case, because I know that she was going through all these things after the 3 months, when I had that reminder come up in my calendar, because then I'll just put in follow up with this person. And so whether you text this or call, speak with them, leave a voicemail, either way, at least send a message. And so here's one of the messages that I like to send, something along these lines. So it was a good, I usually like to do them in the morning because it gives them the kind of people the full day to look at it. But good morning. Good morning, Kimberly. Hope you are doing well. I know the last time we spoke, then be specific, right? Be specific because you have to connect with them, make them feel special, make them feel like you're listening to them, make them feel special. So be specific. So I know the last time we spoke, things were a little hectic, or last time we spoke, you are a very busy lady. Put in an emoji, whatever, however you speak, with the move you have going on, the new job and everything. So I just wanted to make sure things are going well for you. I look forward to catching up soon. That's it. So good morning, Kimberly. Hope you are doing well. That's simple, right? Nice introduction, shows that you're caring about them. I know the last time we spoke. Oh yeah, last time we spoke. Oh yeah. That was a great conversation. Things, you were a busy lady. Oh yeah, it was. With the move, this, that, and the other. So I just wanted to make sure things are going well for you. I look forward to catching up soon. So if that is the phrase, that the message you receive, don't you think you would want to try to respond to that? It's nice introduction. It's there's nothing that's, you know, hey, come join the business, or hey, let's make this deal, or anything like that. It's just a very nice message, and also shows that you care, you're listening, and that you care. And so with that, I want you to utilize this time. So I like I said, I'm not going to be before you long. I'm going to wrap things up here, because what I want you to do is to use the next 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is, 30 minutes. If you have 30 minutes, I would suggest take the 30 minutes. But, you know, what I would suggest, if you are on here, you've taken the time to listen to a training, but also make sure you're taking the time to take action each and every day, right? Mr. Thomas says, do something to move your business forward. Well, here's something that can help move your business forward. What I challenge you to do today, in honor of 11/11/2023, but 11/11, I am challenging you to call or message 11 people you've been meaning to follow up with, right? 11. That's not a lot. 11 is not a lot. It's not 10, right? One more. Let's do just one more. So 11 people. So whether you need to scroll back through old text messages, or look at your phone history, voicemails, emails, however it is, those business cards that you picked up at that event, 11 people that you've been meaning to follow up with. I am challenging you today, right after this call, to either call them, text them, or email them. One or the other. Just make contact with people that you've been meaning to follow up with, because what those 11 people can do, let's say that 11 people, that turns into two coffee conversations. Maybe that turns into 3 people being on Tuesday's business overview call that Mr. Thomas hosts. Who knows where that can go? But just connecting with 11 people. Holidays are coming up, right? People are going to be connecting all through Thanksgiving, and Kwanzaa and Christmas, and it's if you're Jewish, whatever. There's got holidays that are happening right around this time, and really just make sure that you can make some actions before that happens, because if you can make action now, through these holidays, these individuals, they're going to be meeting with all these different people, and it's just the prime time to make connections, connect. So I strongly encourage you guys. I want to challenge you guys, 11 people. And the reason why I want to challenge you guys directly is because we always make excuses. And I'm speaking to myself in this, making an excuse. Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I'm just too busy. Oh, it's too early in the morning to send a message. Oh, it's too late to call them. Whatever the excuse is. I mean, I give them to myself. So I'm not trying to, point out anyone's faults or anything. It's me. I'm talking to myself in this. I make excuses. So I just want to challenge you guys, 11 people, go through those messages, go through your phone list, 11 people you've been meaning to follow up with, go through your email that you're like, I don't know, 11 people. But that's all I had for you guys. My whole point was just to take action, because you never know where that can lead. Taking action, take action, take action. The fortune is in the follow-up, because this is a day for a brand new beginning, and fresh starts. So that's all I had, guys. My name is Jomar Sharp, Regional Director, recently promoted Regional Director out of the Dallas-Fort Worth marketplace. I'm so happy that you guys are joining me today. So let's take the next 30 minutes, if you have it, 15, 20 minutes, 11 people. Let's make it happen, guys. Thank you.